Oh my god. Okay, let's get into this. This is the first ever vinyl haul. I will say this. I am just getting over COVID. I got COVID-19. I am not stoked about it, but it's okay. I feel good. I am very lucky that I was vaccinated. I feel good. And now I want to go through some records I have purchased pretty recently on the road. I thought this would be fun post-COVID, a little treat. Jenny is gone. She has not been home in over a week because of my infection. So she is isolating away from me, which has been nice because I got in the place to myself. And because I have the place to myself, I am going to show you some records. And the first record I want to show, there's this great record store when I was in Portland called Clinton. Let's see here. This place called Clinton Street Record and Stereo. It has the best records. I've started following them on Instagram. So this is a record right here. And this is Don't Leave Me by Jeff Floyd. I randomly heard this song on Spotify. It's no longer on Spotify. Crazy. The only place you can listen to it now is, I think, on YouTube. It's such a good track. I don't know if this is a reissue. Papaya Records. This is a reissue off Papaya Records. Let's see what Papaya Records is. Okay, Papaya Records, they're out of Detroit. They're a record label out of Detroit. Last time they posted was May 18th. New records have landed. I love these kind of labels. Like, their social media presence is so funny to me. It's like such a rare and great record, and like they're just like, yeah, new record just landed. Like, no promotion. First comment says, "You're crazy for getting that Floyd. Amazing." It was work, and then someone responds. I'm assuming they work at Papaya. He said, "It was work. Took me almost 2 years." Wow, so they've been working 2 years to get the license to make vinyl for this song. It's really good. I'm going to be DJing this one a lot. I got this next record at a store called Warbler Records in Santa Barbara. If you come to Santa Barbara, go to Warbler. I think they have some of the best selection. I feel connected to them. I've spent a lot of money there, and they've always been really cool. And like when I first started getting into records, when I was like 21, they like the owners like held my hand trying to figure out like best record player for me, the best little speakers, and the best receiver. So I always love Warbler. I always give Warbler a little shout out, but COVID. Morrissey, Suede Head. This is a pretty crazy record. A 7-inch. I don't really come across a lot of Morrissey or Smith's 7 inches very often, so I thought this is the time to get me a copy of this. Suede Head, love this track. And then the B-side is I Know Very Well How I Got My Name. I've never heard that song before, so I'm excited. That's the cool thing about like getting these weird 7 inches is that like you're like, oh yeah, I know the big hit, but then what was the B-side? I don't know. And then it's like, you know, I never really listened to a lot of Morrissey solo stuff, so I'm more of a Smiths fan, but yeah, I love that track. Now we're hopping all over the place, different record stores. This is of course Amoeba. You know Amoeba in California. There's 3 of them in Berkeley, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, and it's legendary. It's awesome. This is from when we were supposed to play in San Francisco. I picked up some records. Here's some of the records I got. Here's Christopher Cross, All Right on 7-inch. Need this record. Absolutely need this record. I have the 12-inch version, but now I could take that 12-inch out of the collection and bring this track because I was really only playing one song off that album. And this is the only song I needed, baby. Jenny and I have been going to the zoo at the Santa Barbara Zoo a lot. Every time I see the pink flamingos, I think of Christopher Cross. Okay, moving on. This right here is these next couple records is a series of records I got at Warbler. Warbler. Love Warbler. Of course, the iconic Royal Scam by Steely Dan. I've just been listening to this album a lot. I'm sure a lot of people know Kid Charlemagne, from Kanye sampling it and whatnot, but this record is awesome. It's been really nice to kind of get to know this one. I'm all over the place with Steely Dan. Like, I guess I got into them with Asia, of course. Like, you're like, okay, let's check out Asia, and then the big hits like Reelin' in the Years and Dirty Work and stuff like that. So it's been a real treat to kind of go back and listen to something like The Royal Scam and kind of make my way through the generations here. I love this artwork. It's pretty wild. Shout out to Bernard Purdy, Walter Becker on bass. Michael McDonald is on this record. So, okay, another record I got over at Warbler was Spanky and Our Gang, featuring Sunday Will Never Be the Same. I got put on to Spanky and Our Gang through Margot Gurian and her recent passing. Loved her writing so much, and I don't know, I've never really listened to Spanky and Our Gang. So Spanky and Our Gang was an American 1960s sunshine pop band. I love that sunshine pop. Oh, okay, I get it. So it's like a Spanky, it's like a Little Rascals reference. Okay, Sunday Will Never Be the Same, which is that record. Lazy Day, Sunday Morning. Okay, because Sunday Morning was written by Margot Gurian. I don't know if that song's on here. This one means a lot to me. This is Richard Berry, Get Out of My Car.
Yama, pretty mama. Yama, pretty mama, you look good to me.
This is a crazy record for me because one of my best friends from high school, this is her grandfather, which is really crazy because I just never really seen one of his records before. Has Mad About You, Angel of My Life, Yama, Pretty Mama, Next Time, Rockin' Man. One of the most underrated rhythm and blues vocalists to emerge during the 50s was deep voice Richard Berry, who was born in New Orleans in 1935. So it's really great that I finally found one. I didn't order it online. I didn't Discogs it. I know there is like, oh, did you find this on Discogs? Oh, then you didn't really dig for it, but I dug for this. I found it, and it does make it a little bit more special when you find something instead of just like, I ordered it on Discogs. Here's some records from some modern rock. This is Ginger Root's new record. This is a great album. I've been following Ginger Root for a while. I originally saw him on TikTok, and I thought, it was the early days of the pandemic, and I just thought he was making some cool stuff. It looked like he made it all himself, and it just sounded great. So I was really excited for when Loretta finally came out. If you haven't seen Loretta, such a cool music video, and it has so many views. I love that the A-side is Fly to Loretta, Neighbor, Juban District, City Slicker Entertainment, and then the B-side's just karaoke version. So I'm assuming that it's all the instrumentals, which is awesome. I love that. Here's the nice thing about like these new records, everyone's coming out with different colors. All those ones are just like standard black, which is awesome. They're old, but it's so cool. This is a fun part of the video where I can kind of show that cool color. I feel bad because they're unopened, but I've also been touring a lot, so I haven't been at home listening to records as much as I'd like. It's John Andrews. I bought 2 John Andrews records when he was in town the other day. I love John Andrews. He was on the podcast. If you remember that episode, go back and listen to it. We talked about his new album Cookbook, just kind of the making of it, and this was all before it came out. So now that you've heard the record, you can go back and listen to us talk about it. I randomly saw John Andrews at my friend Derek's house in Carpinteria. It was just like a house show, and it was just like 5 of us watching him, and it was just such an amazing performance, just him and his Wurlitzer, and I thought he was so good. And so when he came back, we did the podcast. The world has kind of opened up again, and he played at Mollusk. Mollusk is like a surf shop. They have clothes, they have a bunch of different things, and he played there with Little Wings and Casey Johansson. It was a really great show. Here's like a clip of it. And I picked up 2 records. I picked up this record. This is an album called Bad Posture. And now this is his newest record. That last record was 2017. This is 2021's Cookbook. This has a New California Blue, River of Doubt. River of Doubt has been like on repeat for me a lot recently. So these both came out on Woods's. And what's everyone's technique here? Are we ripping this thing down here? Are we keeping the shrink wrap on so it like preserves the sleeve? Is that what we're doing? It's got a little story in there. You could read it when you listen to the record. Shout out to Woods's, man. Woods's really does a great job. I love the logo. I love the stuff that they're doing. That's I've been to Woods's Fest before. And it's so cool. Oh yeah. White. What? Listen to these records. Go buy them if you can, especially from the touring artists. Buy them on tour or pre-order them. Pre-ordering really matters, and it feels really good to know that there's records that like we're not just ordering records and they're gonna sit around. Definitely, if you're an artist, if you love an artist, pre-order their records, because you know we're also like making less, right? We're also making less in quantity. It's very hard to make records. So when your favorite artist does make a record, pre-order that shit. It matters.